the foodstuffs, and we decided to take those back in due course. Digging through the wheat and beans, we understood that the thieves stole much of the means of the keep of the borderlands, who have left its safety in our hand. The armoured figure rounded the corner. Lyric exclaimed, "They did not warn her!" The angry men seemed to fail their saves, and Koana began to save the day. And that led us into the Hilt spell, paralyzing the foes, and they died quickly after that. And that's all I wrote and sang.
That's really good.
Well done.
Yay.
What a haiku.
Bravo.
Tossing you a 25 XP bonus.
Oh, thank you, sir. And please chip in if I missed anything, because I was concentrating on the poetry, not actually recording what was going on.
Right.
No, I think you got it. That summarizes it.
I can't promise to do that every time.
Yeah.
Well, we applaud the effort.
Okay. And so you gathered through the bodies, dragged them into the storeroom, piled them up, looted their belongings, found them.
Since they are adepts and acolytes, has Thodin been able to discern what deity they serve? As if we don't already know? Do they have
Thodin?
any holy symbols or...
What's their holy symbol? Is it the same one as the others?
Yes. Use.
The only thing you left out was the amulets that they were wearing and were very likely protective, probably protection against this good. And we grabbed them. There was 5 of them. I put one on. But I believe Thodan or Andy went to, they were repelled by it and decided not to put one of them on. But I didn't have such reaction to the item.
That's right.
Ah,
Which is a big clue in and of itself, but
yeah, nice clue.
And so you stand in the blood-stained corridor. Doors, the hallway leading to the north and back south into the storehouse.
well, there's only one way to really go at this point. We've taken our quote-unquote inventory. We've doused the 3rd patrol, and the only way to go is northeast, I believe. That was the trajectory. I think I have this thing equipped. I wanted to put it on, but I'm trying to find it in my inventory. That amulet. Chain necklace. Is it the jewelry chain necklace?
It should say amulet.
I see it. Amulet equipped. Okay. I'm wearing all types of jewelry now. I got a chain necklace, an amulet, rings.
Yes, you have an amulet with the symbol of Use on it.
I'm actually glad that I'm wearing that in here.
Does it stop Uncle Olin hitting you in the back with a sling stone?
It does.
Oh, good.
It also gives me a plus 15 to hit against halflings.
It's an amulet of protection from halflings.
Yeah, protection from poetry. Summon poetry at will. Yeah, I also have summon poetry at will. 4 charges a day. You have to obey.
Obey. You must
Very
obey.
Got lots of spears in my 1, 2.
Ooh, spears. That's a good word to rhyme with fears.
Spears against spears. Tears for
Okay,
spears.
so who's picking up the
We're
lead?
Dude, yeah, I'm staying in the middle. I'm kind of squishy.
I guess I should creep forward and take the lead.
Who is T?
I don't know.
Say
Thodan?
again, Scoot.
It is T. Why is T? Thodan. Weird.
Am I the T?
You were the T on the party sheet order, marching order.
I see myself facing the wrong way.
Indeed, you are. But you can't do facing with
Yeah.
the tracker. Or the party sheet, sorry. So I'm going to just go ahead and I hear like 80s music in the background, 80s rock and roll.
And you like it?
I'm not going to say. I can't tell what it is. I just hear like, you know.
No, sorry, that was a bad song lyric
Def
reference.
Leppard, Bon Jovi kind of thing.
It ain't rock and roll, but I like it.
No, it's only rock and roll, but I like it. That's not Bon Jovi.
70s.
Who's that?
That's the 70s.
Yeah. All right, Uncle
80s,
Olin.
80s was my high school era. Def Leppard, Hysteria, that was a huge album.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi,
Yeah,
Slippery When Wet, Metallica.
That was like 83, 82.
Slippery When Wet, that was 86. Def
No, I meant
Leppard,
Def Leppard was a bit earlier.
Def Leppard Hysteria was 87. Pyromania was 83.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Because
So if you all click on Uncle Olin's,
Rick Allen lost his arm.
oh, that's right. If y'all click on Uncle Olin's token, you should be able to view the world as Uncle Olin sees it. We'll have him be the lead since
Yep,
he's
got it.
moving ahead, and I'll just carry Link Boy along with.
Yeah.
Have we been through that door to the right? I think we have.
No, not that I recall.
Okay, I will listen at that door then, please.
You don't need to move, babe. Just I'm gonna use that as the party token.
Press your ear to the door. You hear absolute silence.
Okay, I will check the door for traps, check the lock, check above me, check the trip wires, actuation wires. I'll look in the wall to the west, make sure there's nothing that's going to like swing down in a Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom-esque way, all that good stuff.
Nothing
No.
appears to you.
What kind of door
Okay.
is it?
This door?
Great question. Okay.
It's an iron door
Okay, that makes a big
with a
difference.
lock mechanism
Does it have a lock?
built into it.
That was my second question. Okay, so it's got a lock and it's a metal door. Awesome.
Uncle Olin, you look at the lock and it doesn't appear to be too extravagant of a lock.
Okay, I will just
In fact, it looks
check
quite
to see
old.
check to see whether it's locked or not. It's my first job.
The door is locked.
I will attempt to pick the lock.
So you break out your thieves' picks and slowly start to toggle and play with the tumblers within the lock itself. Throw me an open locks into the tower. Within a couple minutes of just jiggling around and perhaps the tightness of it seemingly not being opened in quite some time, you finally manage to get the tumblers to line up correctly, and the lock clicks open.
Splendid. I step back and I invite my big burly party colleagues to investigate.
All right, and this is where you all will start and get brought into the mix. All right. Turlock and Froth assume a position in front of the door.
Are we going to try to open the door?
The door swings in and opens without issue. A creaking sound emanates through the hallway, but not much louder, not any louder than the turmoil that you've already created within the caverns that you're in at this point in time.
Yeah,
In fact, compared to the ruckus that you've ensued to this point, that was probably considered quiet. What do you do?
what do we see? What do we see in the room?
It looks like it's just a hall, and then it kind of
You do indeed. You see a hallway that travels some 40 feet forward. Beyond that, you can't see much.
So nothing distinguishing, just a stone hallway that proceeds.
It's a nice, well-carved stone hallway.
Okay. Nothing else that stands out.
Nothing.
Okay.
What do you think the chances of there any pit traps or anything in here? Or should
Very
we just
good.
sally forth?
I say we could definitely at least check the first 20 feet. We can gamble after that, because I know it takes time to do such a thing, but
I have a 75% chance of detecting a grade on a passage, that might be a bit off. And I'm going to look for traps as well.
Yeah, that's kind of clever. You can tell maybe if it's kind of an odd, like an uneven surface.
Well, this is a Gygaxian era of D&D, and I do remember his pictures of sliding into a fiery pit down
Yes, indeed. Oh, that was basic. So who's stepping into the room?
Uncle Olin will.
The Tomb of Horrors image of the whole party sliding down, and the Tomb of Horrors, like basically the party meat grinder.
Don't give away spoilers. I'll DM Tomb of Horrors later.
Oh, good. I've never played it. I've only seen a few images.
It's impossible.
Yeah, that's good.
I've got the 5e conversion of it, and it can be played now. Yeah.
Still impossible.
So as you step into the hallway, indeed, you do notice that this hallway does have a slope, probably 2-3 degrees.
I'm gonna poke
downward.
As I'm walking forward with Olin, I'm gonna be poking the ground with a stick with my spear.
So you're up with Uncle Olin, and
yeah, I'm gonna go up with Olin.
I'll move you up to there. So the two of you are alongside each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And you're poking ahead with your spear.
Yeah.
This is great rhyming because it has a slope, and with his 10-foot pole, Koana did poke.
Does Koana have a 10-foot pole?
No, I have a spear.
He's got an
Spear,
8-foot
okay, that's
pole.
fine.
I gotta. It's big.
It's big. It's big. All right. So what
I'll
pace,
let
are you moving down the hallway in?
I'm sorry, Scoot. Say again.
At what pace are you moving down this hallway in?
I'm not going to be crawling around, but but at the same time,
Normal walk, slow walk,
yeah,
cautious pace.
slow.
Describe how you're in. Yeah,
So I don't
describe
want to
how.
speak for Olin, but I know that he's kind of checking the grade on this. So as we're walking together, I'm gonna try to let him know don't get don't get in front. And as I'm going down, I'm gonna be poking the floor with the spear, and also looking for anything out of the ordinary. We've already encountered 2 pit traps, so I'm probably going to know the warning signs in front of me as I'm going down this hall, unless it's
Yeah, and
extremely welcome for,
I'd like to do 2 things. I'd like to get a rope out and kind of throw it back to the party behind the door, and have us both holding it. And I'm going to be looking for traps, so I'm going to be proceeding very cautiously, as Koana says.
Okay.
See what you've done to us, Scoot?
No, this is good. This is good. This is what I like.
What?
I don't.
Make us being paranoid?
Indeed. And so, taking your time and cautiously traversing down this sloped hallway, 2 of you meet into the halfway point. As the light in front of you begins to diminish its returns and makes you almost unable to see what's further ahead. Who's following you? Anybody?
I guess I'll come next. I'm holding the rope. I'm assuming I'm one of the person holding the rope.
Yeah, I'll stay 10 feet behind him.
So go ahead and move yourselves to where you would envision yourselves to be.
I do think at least a couple of people should stay west of the door with holding that rope, because that's our safety line.
And it's quiet in here, like completely quiet.
It is dead quiet.
Oh, it's a perfect opportunity for a song.
So I have Lyric and is Froth in the door or outside the door?
He looks like he's stuck in the door.
Froth should stay with me outside the door so we can hold the rope.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Here.
So as Link Boy steps in a little bit, it lights up, and ahead of you, it looks as if this hallway opens up into a room. Vaguely, you can see what appears to be pedestals on the right side. Though you'll have to approach closer to really ascertain what you're seeing in the distance.
I wonder if this is the altar, guys. All right. Well, I'm going to continue forward at a slow, cautious pace. So that's probably quarter movement. I probably should have been specific. So quarter movement, which is for me. My movement
As you
is
step
7.
further forward, you start to be able to make out that indeed these look like large sarcophagi on pedestals.
It's black besides the torch that we have.
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna light a torch and I'm gonna throw it as far as I can into the darkness in there, and see what.
Very good. Let me give you a torch out there. Mark one off your inventory. You toss a torch into the room and it lights up, and indeed you see that this looks like a room filled with sarcophagi.
Okay. That was my last.
Link
word.
Boy, seeing that you tossed a torch in there, decides to step back, especially because he sees these and isn't very trustworthy of his combative skills, nor those of the two in front of him, relying more upon the strength and power of Turlock and Froth to defend him.
Oh.
What do you do?
I look at my inventory.
So you ruffle through your backpack, searching for something you're not really certain what you're looking for yet.
I'm not. Well, I'm actually. I'm doing a check and dropping some hotkeys because I do have some interesting items in here that I'd like to make use of and not forget about them.
I whisper back to Thodan, what do you make of this sarcophagi here? I'm worried about the undead.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
Yeah.
not to interrupt, but Scoot, you said I had a symbol of Eus. That's not the amulet, right? I
It
have
is.
my talus. The amulet is a symbol to use. Okay, I was picturing more of like like a stone amulet, like a locket with a stone in it or something. So these are like symbol, like it's just a symbol of use around on a chain.
Something that, if Thodan wore an amulet to his deity, it would be similar to something that he would wear, something proudly emblazoning the symbolage of that deity.
Okay, the words are
And
not.
you've seen this already you've seen this symbology with the fake priest.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah, it's what he had on under his robe.
Correct. In fact, these look very much the same.
I got another girl. Wow.
What is everybody else doing while Koana is ruffling through his backpack?
Lyric is holding the rope and shouting, or not shouting, but saying under her breath, "What's up there, guys? What's the holdup?"
I'm gonna yell back at her to
Just yell back at her.
yeah, come forth.
Bunch of sarcophagus.
The way is clear, come forth.
Are you sure?
Aye, my lady, I am sure.
The torch that you tossed into there, though it did light a few cobwebs, nothing else stirred. Not a motion or a sound from within the room. Does Froth stay outside the door?
That's a leading DM question.
Yeah.
I'm just curious because,
There he is.
Well, he's like stuck in the door. That's why he's asking.
yeah.
Now the door will slam shut.
Oh,
Of course it will.
you guys, you all are too funny.
He's been waiting for it.
No, I just want situational awareness here.
Yep.
Keep you all on your
Well,
toes.
I do have fairy fire and silence left. Okay. I guess I'm gonna move into the center.
Koana bravely storms into the center of the room.
Okay.
Peering around, you see the room is filled with 7 sarcophagi. 6 looking to be the same, but one distinct from the others, down in the southern portion of this room.
off
Looks as if it's
we should go.
a night of some order.
Ooh,
I'm gonna yell back, little one, something for you to see. That's a cue to the halfling right there.
Yep. I'm forwarding 7 tombs of knights in this crypt.
Odan running backwards with the agility of one never
Moonwalk across
not
the
seen
hall.
before. Yes,
I've never seen a dwarf run like that. That was impressive.
most impressive. The rest of you are just staying back in the hallway, yes?
let's search the sarcophagus.
Well, I summoned the girl. I call her the girl to come forth.
Does the girl come forth?
Yes, I will cautiously come up to Quana
The way
here.
is clear. For now.
Indeed, the way is clear.
Mm. Yeah, the one in the south is.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn Sirenscape up a little bit because I
Good
like
night.
the sound of the crypt sound.
Oh, I don't have mine turned up.
Yeah, you can just
your-
go right there.
Your headache must be getting better then.
Yeah, I took 3 extra strength Tylenol and drinking some caffeine, so like opened up the blood vessels a little bit.
That'll do
Caffeine
it.
helps initially, but it's like,
Oh, you'll be crashing in about an hour.
yeah, I have no doubt. I'm not sick. I've just been overdoing. I've been staying up too late. The night before last, I could not sleep. I was prepping a game, our game, Scutinar's game last night. I was prepping that the night before, and then I was up till about 2 in the morning doing that, and then I couldn't sleep because I kept thinking about it. And then last night I ran a game, and same thing.
Bringing it back to here. Keep the mood. Turlock. Froth. What are you two doing?
We'll move forward to the sarcophagi.
Look, you should check the knights out.
And because I need to rhyme this, we need to think about moving their lids. 7 tombs, the knights in the crypt, examined, recorded, observed, and lit. The party gathered in their midst and contemplated moving their lids.
That worked.
Nice. Wow.
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to point with my spear and to the southern direction and look at the halfling and point my spear in the direction of this sarcophagus right here and give him a look.
Yeah, that's clearly the different one. So I'll nod to him and I will move forward slowly, looking up, down, side to side for traps, tripwires, anything that gives me the spidey sense on the trouble.
I'm going to stay behind him 3 to 4 feet.
Do I still have the rope in my hand?
Do you?
I would say
Yes, please.
more. Okay.
You notice nothing trap-like, no impediments, no hazards. As you approach the knighted sarcophagus.
Do any of these things look like they've been opened recently? Are any of the lids off kilter? Or is it
The two that are close to Kawana look like They've not been touched. In fact, there's dust upon them, with no imprints whatsoever.
What about the one on the south?
Guana's too far away from that to be able to ascertain.
I'll move up and look. I
As you move up and look, it looks.
I'm staying with Olin, just to be clear. I'm staying with him always. Then 2 to 3.
It looks dust covered as well.
So I'd say Thoden should take a look.
Yeah, I think 5-foot step back.
Is this sarcophagus? I mean, other than the fact what it looks like on the map, does it in fact, in reality, look different than the other ones?
Indeed, it does.
Different as in, like what?
It's square as opposed to coffin-ish shaped. It looks as if it's a giant piece of marble with the embossment upon it carved into it, the figure of a knight of some order.
Okay, so like
one more ancient than any of you recognize.
Even if I have a heraldry skill?
Toss it in the tower.
heraldry.
Indeed, you do not recognize it.
And I say to the others, I may be a thief and value gold and treasure, but I do not wish to desecrate the graves of these knights, about which we know nothing.
I'd like to look at this knights as well as one of the others. Can I pick up any? Yeah, I know you said it's an order, but is there any religion? Is there any god? I'm just trying to make sure there's not the evil connection here.
Is there any writing?
Indeed, there is writing on it, or letters.
ancient-
What you would
I have-
assume to be are letters.
I have ancient languages, and I'd like to.
Which
try
ancient language did you specialize in?
I didn't pick any because I don't know.
You have, yeah, that's the way ancient languages work. Is you have to pick the language.
Well, where do I look at a list for that? Because I wouldn't even know where to begin for Greyhawk.
But isn't the skill
You know
of
what I
read
mean?
and write separate? You may know a language, but you may not be able to write and read it.
I don't know. That's getting way too specific. Like
Reading and writing, you would understand and know how to read and write in the language. You can decide. You can see script and understand that it's script of some sort. But the ability to read and write, you would need to have some study in it and some proficiency.
Well, I mean,
Kawana, I'm going to say that you do see that it is an ancient language, but you don't understand it.
all right. Well, so next time I run into this, I mean, that's a pretty useless skill if I have to like go through and look up.
I've just put a
languages of Greyhawk. You know what I mean? Like there's no point in even having the skill.
I speak Old Oridian. Is
Yeah,
it
so-
Old Oridian?
It is not Old Oridian.
GreyhawkFandom.com wiki is your friend.
Yeah.
Easily Googled. I've just put it in the Discord.
Yeah, ancient languages isn't like generic. It's to know specific ancient languages.
Yeah, but I mean, there's how many ancient languages in this setting? Lots. So I mean, what's the
Ancient
point? Of even,
Suluese, Ancient Bakalunish,
I mean,
Old
what's the point of
Oridian.
even taking it? Yeah, I'll remember that next time. I just won't take it because there's no way it's ever going to come in handy.
Well, it might do.
I would not say that.
You could
My
like go
advice
to
to
a
you
go to a library, research, the history of an area, specialize. There's ways of doing it. It just
Yes.
requires some creative role play.
Yes. And typically you're going to want to base the ancient language that you choose on the area where the campaign setting is.
And we're in the Flan area, is that right?
The
Yeomanry.
Yeomanry is part of the Sheldamar Valley.
Correct.
which is what
Keeland.
language?
There is a Keo-ish language actually.
Yes.
But Keeland is a fusion of Oridian and Siluese. At the north end of the valley, the Grand Duchy of Geoff. That's heavily Flan. And then on the east side, there's the demi-human realms, the Ulic states. Elves, dwarves,
Yeah.
halflings, and such.
I'm gonna say that's yeah.
And
Impressive
the
knowledge.
princes, which is
Yeah.
heavily school.
Yeah, which exactly it's gonna be used maybe.
So,
Not that I know anything about the world of Greyhawk.
Oh, good.
so the read languages skill doesn't.
Yeah, that too. I'm gonna
Why?
assume it's the same thing with ancient history and
Read languages for the bard
And she's
is
a level 4.
something
says,
different.
It
It's
says
completely different, and you get that as a culmination of having been exposed as an exposure thing. So you have a higher chance of being able to comprehend languages.
yeah.
I have the skill as well, out of character.
I thought thieves
my
have
my,
that,
my,
right?
my skill at the moment is minus 5%. So I wouldn't rely on me. I can take a look at common and go, well, I don't know.
Well, Lyric has spent quite a bit of time studying languages. He likes to write songs in different languages and such. So she's going to try to make out what the writing says.
See something in the tower.
And actually, it's an odd skill just reading it. If you've got the text here is if you've got a 20% chance, it means you understand about 20% of what you're reading. So with minus 5%, I understand absolutely nothing.
Well, you think you do.
Yeah, quite possibly. Sorry to interrupt there.
You recognize the script, Lyric.
Oh, nice work.
Okay.
You recognize it as Urflan, language that has not been used in thousands of years.
Orflon. It's Orflon, guys.
Yes, Urflon.
Oh, I feel better now.
The barb. Have I ever heard of that before? I wouldn't know because I'm not versed in the history of Greyhawk like you guys. Is
But
there
you
any
are
chance?
Flan, so you might know the Urflon.
That's what I'm asking. That's exactly what I'm asking. Would I?
Can you just spell
realistically know
Urflon, please? Is that like O-E?
O-E-R?
UR-FLAN.
There it is in
Yep.
chat.
Oh, thank you.
So
Or like in
realistically,
Sumeria.
would my character recognize this? Being planet?
Recognize the language?
Yeah.
Probably not, unless your ancient language that you chose was Urflan.
I didn't choose anything.
I know. And I know he
Which
did.
would be good for your character, because
Yeah.
So if you didn't
Urflon,
if you didn't choose anything, you probably should roll a d20 and see what happens.
out of character, Urflon's good if you want to know like liches and stuff. Vecna. Not that we know who Vecna is, but
Andy?
yeah, sorry. Metagaming.
We might just have to play
Now
that later.
everybody's starting to get a little more scared. Spencer?
Not the Vecna of Stranger Things.
I don't even know where to begin with this, so I'm just gonna randomly roll. Like I have no idea where to even begin with that.
Begin with what?
The languages. So I'm just gonna pick something random.
So
I would not say pick
Lyric
something
can-
random.
Lyric can recognizes it's Orflon, but can she make out any of the words?
Yes.
As written, it should be the percentage of her read languages skill.
You recognize it as being a tribute to a knight who fought valiantly. Beyond that, you really can't make out much.
Not his name.
No. In fact,
So,
Okay, so I can tell it's
Vecna.
right.
No.
That would be Kos. Kos was his name.
Kos. You make out the letters K-A-S. I'm joking.
It's one of the adventure series I've never done and would really like to do.
So, out of game. Kawano, I told you some time ago that I would give you the option to choose the ancient language.
mhm. Yes. Okay, I'll choose Urflon. There we go. My head is starting to hurt again. Urflon is the language that's it. Urflon.
Good
It
choice.
is official. It is on your sheet. Now, give me a
Sounds good.
language is ancient. Roll in the tower.
All right.
Essentially, you come up with pretty much what Lyric said the gist of it was,
Mm-hmm.
except
Yeah.
you also notice in the script it also speaks of something of death not becoming me.
That sounds very lichish to me. I'm more curious about the history of this place. It was we definitely discerned that this was used for as a sort of ancient temple to use. But did we ever learn anything about what it might have been prior to being erected or dug out in here? What I'm driving at is I just wonder if what's buried in here was actually evil, or if this is some older room that contained, some knights that were good, or paladins that were good, and this was some like old wing in here. Did we ever learn anything about this complex other than there was an evil temple in here? I can't recall.
No, we haven't really found anything as far as we know that there's servants of EUs crawling about, but as far as who originally built this tomb or temple,
Yeah.
we don't know.
So the carvings on this thing, does anyone recognize them? Is there any symbols of EUs on here or anything that stands out, like discerning the religion, like anything carved on the actual sarcophagi?
No religious symbology whatsoever.
That's kind of what I'm driving at with my brain isn't fully functioning today. But yeah, what I'm wondering is if what's buried here is just actually some noble knights and some heroes, or if this is actually like heroes of EUs. You know what?
Is there writing on any of the other coffins
No.
here?
It's just symbols.
Methinks these sarcophagi predate EUs.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. If they're old, this is old. That's exactly what I was asking. If this was erected prior to that temple being put up in his honor. Well, there's one way to find out who's for. I want to take a peek in this thing.
Yeah.
hmm Who's
Do
down
you
to
fear
open
the
it?
desecration of the dead?
No, I do not.
No superstitions around that for a barbarian shaman?
Yeah, sure. I fear this. Sure.
Particularly one of Flan heritage.
Say
These
again?
could be your forebears.
Indeed, they could be.
Well, wouldn't I recognize something if they were?
Well, it's an earth pun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna shut up.
Well, you did recognize the language.
Well, I'm good with
So what do we
whatever you
do?
guys
Just
want to do. Yeah,
leave them here?
I guess so. I guess that's what we're doing.
So I think the only thing we could do to justify our desecration, in inverted commas, of what might be good knights' graves is if there was some powerful magic that we needed to borrow, in inverted commas, to defeat the evil that has overtaken their resting place. And I don't think we've got any evidence towards that as things stand. Says Olin, thinking aloud.
Mm-hmm.
But we could just slip the lid off and check that there isn't a magical item of power that's going to help us defeat the evil. And then if it's not there, we could just slip it back on and, cause no trouble.
Seems harmless enough.
So Howard
I'll let-
Carter and Lord Carnarvon told each other.
I glance sideways at Thodin and, check that I'm not taking the mickey too much.
Thodan,
What
what
do you
say
think,
you?
I think Thodan would say you really shouldn't touch him. I mean, he's neutral good, but he's still good. And I can't imagine he's going to support desecration. So,
What is
Yeah.
desecration?
what was that question?
Desecration, if we remove the remains, if there aren't any remains, that would be desecration. If we just simply pop the lid off,
Which is what I was suggesting to do. Pop the lid off. I'm not talking about robbing him. I just want to take a look inside. I'm not talking about robbing him. I think our definition of desecration is different.
That's why I asked. The question was, what
Yeah.
is desecration?
Yeah, I just want to take a look at what we're dealing with here. It's either that or we turn around and go to another room.
I
I'm
say
fine
we
with
pop.
whatever.
I say we pop the lid. Give the bones something to breathe, some air to breathe.
Yeah,
It's actually a favor.
get the dead some air. I'll go over here while you guys make up your mind. I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna actually go to the other end of the room. Take a look around.
Sulking in the corner.
No, I'm just looking around.
Oh, what Kawana you are, you see elaborately decorated, but not exquisite sarcophagi.
More
All made out of stone as well.
Don't I see anything out of the ordinary on this northern wall? Does it look like
What
the
would you
violins?
say? What would you be looking for to
I'm
be out
looking
of
for
the
a
ordinary?
crease. I'm looking for a crease.
A
Some type
crease?
of a crease or gap, anything that, or an uneven surface. Something just looks out of
Give me
place.
an intelligence roll in the tower.
A seam is more of what I'm thinking of.
You
But
see no seam. In fact, it's quite seamless.
Mhm.
Hmm.
It looks as if this was hewn out by someone of great skill.
Yeah, this place was made with love. That's what I can discern from that.
You also do not get you're not getting a sense of danger.
Okay, I'm getting a picture here. Well,
You do
again,
notice on the walls, though, to the east and to the west, across from you, that there's some sort of a gem-like structure, gem-like object, almost welded into the walls themselves. You
one.
notice that they're spaced, two in this section.
All right, could you point at it?
Yeah, one there and one there, and then one directly on the opposite sides of
Yeah, so like
those.
over here and here,
Hmm.
here and here. So here, 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 and here, like a gem, kind of
A gem-like object, maybe the
nested
size of
into
a
the wall,
fist,
nested into the wall.
almost as if it's part of the wall itself.
Yeah, I'm getting
Hmm.
a picture. Yeah.
Beyond that, the only
Wait,
footprints you see in
where
here are
did you,
your own.
wait, are they, is it like this across, like
Yes.
parallel, like this? Okay. And I'm gonna move back down here. Do I
Yep.
see the same thing here on the walls here? Right there?
Yep.
Yeah, this room's trapped. I'm gonna actually warn the others not to open these. I had a bad feeling about that.
You don't have a bad feeling though with your
Right. You're just
shamanistic
you
instinct.
don't have a bad. No feeling makes them feel bad.
The lack of any feeling is the bad feeling.
Is even a bigger warning sign.
Uh-huh.
What do you guys think?
So Kawana has expressed he's not comfortable being here. That's canon.
I just find the placement of those odd, considering they run a straight line right through the center of the tombs in both directions, right where somebody would be opening the lid.
The ones here, like I just pointed out, are here.
Yeah, and the ones up
Where
here.
you were was here.
Okay, when I
See
was
that?
pointing.
And
Yeah.
here.
Okay,
Was it something like you could push in
I didn't check it.
or stand back and push in with the spear or something?
What I'm gonna do is I'll inform the little one that there is some sort of shiny object you might want to take a look at on the wall.
Whereabouts? Sorry.
Yeah, maybe
Well,
we should spend some time and search this whole room.
here, 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 here.
Your arrow isn't showing. Oh, now it is.
Okay, I'll take a look. Do I need a boost, or can I see it from where I am at my lowly position?
You would need a boost.
I'll boost him. How high is it on the wall?
The ceiling here is 10 foot high, and they're about 8 feet up.
All right, well that definitely blows my theory out. I thought they were like literally like at chest level.
Oh, no.
Stomach level. Okay.
I missed how high it was. Sorry.
8 feet.
About 8 feet up.
Thank you.
Just smelled like a trap to me, dude, the way that I was envisioning it.
For lack of a better device, I will place some of these. So these are not exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hmm.
Oh, that's.
I just don't have a bad feeling about the room in general, but that doesn't mean that there's not traps in this room.
I don't want it that big.
We could always return to this room. I mean, it's pretty much a dead end.
I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm good with whatever. Let's just
Maybe
make
we
our-
should investigate more, get an
Make
idea
our
of what
mind
this
up.
place is, actually.
Yep.
Okay.
This isn't a humanoid hovel as the other caves that we found.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree 100%. It's just I'm gonna ask the little one, do you recognize the make of such device?
Yeah. Let's check it out. What do I know, please, Scoot?
Of what these might be? Intelligence.
These objects. These
Intelligence
objects
in
on the
tower.
wall.
I really
Yeah.
love that icon. What color are they? Blue?
They're blue. As you look at them, they do not look like any gem that you've ever seen. In fact, they don't look like any object that you've ever seen before.
Show the
And
girl.
legitimately, they look as if they are almost part of the wall. If they didn't look foreign, you would expect that they were part of the wall.
So I turn and look at the girl. Do you recognize such jewelry? Such jewels as these?
Lyric will take a look. See if she recognizes this from any of her library studies or travels on the road.
Do you have
I'll
any
be right back.
skills that might help you with that?
I have
Get some
local
coffee.
history. I have that's pretty much it, I think.
Do I think they may be a trap of some kind? Can I do a find remove traps?
I'll allow you that.
Thank you.
You don't think that they're a trap of any type. Better give me an intelligence. Go ahead, Owen.
No, I was just going to kind of role play it, so that's fine. I'll just
Good,
look
yeah,
to the
yeah.
others. Look to the others and say, yeah, don't know what it is. It seems safe.
It's
Lyric?
odd.
Intelligence in the tower for your request.
Okay.
Odd.
Your best guess is that it's a light source of some sort.
A light source.
It's like some
Yeah, and you
ancient
deduce that because you don't see any torch sconces or lamps or lanterns or anything in here. And in your experience as a bard and bringing people joy during somber times, typically places such as this would have some form of a light source for somebody who wanted to come in and pray amongst the dead, especially someone who would have a sarcophagus as finely crafted as what appears to be the knight on the southern portion.
ancient advanced technology here.
Okay.
Yeah. High tech.
Reminds me of Prometheus, like the stuff that they touch on the wall that like lights it up with a hologram, and it looks like it's ancient. That it's like actually it's super advanced for being ancient technology, or it's just magic.
Do you all see the blue gems that are on the wall?
I cannot.
No.
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 No? What the hell?
Can
Oh, a gem's just appeared, but not on the wall.
It must have been in the wall where you couldn't see it.
I see one now.
I saw one float across the room. Run.
It's running! It's running!
It's coming to get us.
Shiny.
Now I see another two. I see two now.
It's weird now. If I go in and remove them or move them, then they appear. Must have got placed funky.
now I can see it. Good.
Can Lyric activate
Whoops.
these somehow or figure out how to?
I
Oh yeah.
don't know.
Are they glowing right
Can-
now?
How would Lyric go about trying to activate them?
Oh,
What would that look like?
she would sing softly to it. I don't know.
Role play it out. What
Well-
would you be doing it to try and activate them?
I mean, I would like to kind of not exactly touch them, but like
I don't want to
put,
turn
put
into
my
Will
hand.
Marshall and Holly in one of the pylons.
Go on, Ember.
I mean, just kind of put my hands close to them, like it's an orb, not touching though.
As you put your hand close to it as if it were an orb, you hear the door shut.
Oh fuck!
The light starts to light up. Within the room, all of them light up. Link Boy's torch goes out. Where the hell is Link Boy?
He's right
He's
here.
holding a lamp, actually.
His lamp goes out. And the torch that Kawana threw on the ground, it extinguishes as well.
I'm actually gonna
Where-
grab that thing, by the way, just so I have at least one in my inventory.
Well, it's up in by Froth, and you're down by Lyric right now.
Okay.
Give me a second here.
We heard the metal door clank shut.
You hear it slam shut.
Okay.
Bear with me while I mess with effects on the map.
Well, we're gonna find out.
It's weird. Somebody else has a light source on them. Who has a light source?
Is it lyric? Because I half elf.
No, I'm seeing it off of. I'm trying to see who I'm seeing it off of.
Mm.
Trying to set the mood here. I'm sorry.
It says I have a light. It says effects under lyric. It says effects light. 4040 lantern.
Oh, yeah, that would probably be it then. But I don't see you on the combat tracker.
I'm there somewhere. I can
Yep,
see
it
myself.
is you.
Lantern.
Oh, that's not as bright as I had expected it to be.
Lantern.
No, what? Thought I had this all set perfect, and
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
there we
Again,
go.
man, take your time.
Again, I
Fine.
apologize.
There's no need to apologize at all.
What is it? 30. Okay, that's what I want is 30.
I like that
Mm.
filter.
Uh, there you go.
Well, it's
And you hear a slight, very dull, like in and out humming sound. Like a
like an electrical warble. Is the hair on my arm standing up?
only if it were because of the abruptness and the suddenness of her touching it, her hand coming in front of it, and all other lights extinguishing and the doors to the west slamming shut.
Very odd
Mm.
devices in here.
Oops.
No, that's good. Are any of the other devices flashing or lit up at all? Or are they all blue? They all lit up blue?
They're all blue.
Can I reach one by myself? I mean, it's 8 feet. How tall am I?
You're
6'2".
6 foot. You definitely could reach one.
I'm gonna walk over. I'm actually gonna head north right here, and I'm gonna put my hand. I watched Lyric do this, so I'm
You
going
picking up your
to.
torch too, since you're right by it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up. And I'll just drop a new one in my inventory because I deleted it. And I'm going to mimic what the bard did and see the type of reaction I can get from this. Because at this point,
Nothing happens. Turlock, Uncle Olin, Dodam, what are you all doing?
So if we managed to light these, I had to step away and I kind of didn't quite catch up. Sorry.
Oh yeah, we lit them all right.
How
Lyric,
did we
bring them
light
up to
them?
speed?
They turned on when the door slammed shut.
tell him, babe.
Lyric just put her hands in front of one of them and kind of like it was an orb, and it just activated it.
You remember when I said someone should stay outside the door?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that, but that's a funny story, though. We should
Yeah.
definitely.
I did. I said someone should stay outside the door and hold the rope.
Yes, you
Okay.
I
did.
mean, at this point, why aren't we opening the tombs? I mean, at this point, we're locked in here, and okay.
I don't know, Lyric, put your hand back over it and see if it turns on.
Yeah. Yeah, Lyric will try to deactivate by holding up her hands to the blue gem like thing.
No effect.
Someone should stay outside the door.
Oh, gone it. Where is this?
Even then, how would they even? I mean, it automatically slammed shut. Olin, did you pick the lock? Did you have to pick a lock to get in?
Yes.
Okay.
So the good news is we're locked in, so maybe we'll get some warning if someone comes. Bad news is we're locked in, and if some
How do we know
creature...
we're locked in? I'm gonna go and check.
Okay, yeah, good.
I'm gonna head down to the end of the hall and check the door.
That's Froth.
Oh. Okay.
We could all just give up and get inside these. There's 7 sarcophagi and there's 7 of us.
Get in with the bones. I don't have a good feeling about this at all. The barbarian definitely looks like he's.
But you did have a good feeling before,
I
remember?
guess I
He had
don't.
no feeling.
No feeling.
Okay, see, guys.
That's basically good.
As Kawana starts to walk down the hall, you hear from the north what sounds to be as if stone is grinding upon stone. The noise.
As I said, Indiana Jones, we're in trouble.
Kawana,
Yeah.
you reach the door. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna try to open the door. Make sure that it's actually locked. We picked the lock, so I'm gonna try to open it.
It does not budge.
Okay, and
In
where
fact,
do I hear
there's
this?
no handle on the inside.
Okay, where do I hear the sound coming from? That's what I didn't follow. I hear the grinding sound, what, in this hallway that I'm in right here?
No, from the north. As you start walking down the hallway, as you got about midway through the hallway,
Yeah.
from the north, in the room, the stone upon stone grinding noise started to happen.
When I got right here,
When you were about right there.
I started hearing it from the north. So coming in this direction, the noise is coming from this direction.
I see no pointer that you're doing. You have to drop them and leave them there for me to see them.
Okay.
Whoever put the black 51.2 foot one is correct and accurate to a pinpoint. Like spot on.
Well, that's completely random.
Not when you say the north.
That was me. And I'm guessing the sarcophagus lid is now
Move it.
sliding off. Is that right?
Yep.
How tall are you?
Mason shield out.
Your guess. You're too short to see. What is everybody else doing at this point?
I got my Mason shield out.
Is the sarcophagus opening, or any of the sarcophagi opening?
As you
Turlock
look,
asks.
yes. The one
Yes,
that is
which one?
the arrow pointing at is sliding off.
Well, this could be a good thing.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. You don't need to apologize for anything.
Yeah.
Did we desecrate anything? I don't think we did, other than kind of being here. So Thodin just has some explaining to do for us.
Yeah.
Odin's ready to turn some undead.
So by the time it took me to get down to this end of this hallway, I guess I'll just wait to see what everybody else is doing, and then we can like sync it in time with what they're doing. But I do want to make my way back, but
I think I'd rather be here in the hall to the left so that kind of bottlenecks any enemies that are coming from the coffins. Sarcophagi.
okay. I'm gonna make.
I don't really want to be surrounded by them.
Okay, so here's how it's going to play out. It's approximately about 45-50 seconds of this sound occurring in the room. It was enough time for Kawana to walk to the door and check it. Lyric, we'll start with you. When you start hearing that noise happen, what do you do?
I run over here and I say, "Get back!"
Okay, so Lyric runs over there,
and
yells, "Get
maybe a
back!"
little more, so that the spider people can be in front of me.
What's your movement?
Is 6.
6? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Olin.
Uncle Olin is going to... Where is he? He's going to run to that corner and crouch down.
Okay.
And kind of be peeking around the corner, see what happens.
Okay. Turlock.
Turlock's gonna go stand by Frath and stand fast.
Okay. So I assume Froth is staying in place as well.
Yes.
Thodan.
Mason shield out. I'll go. How about there? And ready
As
to
you
go.
all get to your positions, the lid falls to the ground with a loud crashing sound, and out steps a monstrous creature. Definitely an undead of some sort.
Pew, pew.
Come on, you can find it. tattered robes, hideous scarl upon his face. As he peers your way. Intentions for initiative shall be thrown.
Bastard sword drawn, ready to slice and dice.
Is there any more stone grounding sound?
No.
Oh, I'm going to try to turn them.
Okay. Toss initiatives as you. Well, let me actually.
So turn is a flat initiative, right?
I should be trying to sling
Yes.
a stone at the dude.
Okay.
We might not be able to fight
That was
this
an
dude.
attack roll. Sorry, I rolled the wrong one.
I'll get those low attack rolls out of the way.
Yeah.
Koana?
It's actually a decent attack roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to move up, and with the spear, I'm probably gonna chuck the non-magical one.
Okay. So your plan is to chuck the non-magical spear.
Yeah.
But you rolled the initiative for the magic spear.
It's the same initiative.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
There's not a bonus because it's magical. Makes it.
Not that I. Maybe it is. Here, I'll just re-roll it for you.
No, don't.
We may need to use magic against.
So you would actually have
Dude.
10. Because it's a one difference between the two. So don't just re-roll. Just adjust.
This is a proper scary dude that we may not be able to beat.
Proper scary. I love it.
This is TPK zone, guys.
A white versus all of us. I think it's gonna.
This is second. This is second edition, not 5e.
I know.
So what is this thing?
I think it's a white.
I mean, as a character, I can do no damage against it.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe that's not true. Sorry, I'm telling porkies.
You're telling.
Scrap
what?
that. Sorry, that's Cockney rhyming slang. I'm telling porky pies lies.
I love that. I love that. Telling porkies.
As it moves up upon Froth, it claws at him, hitting.
There goes 2 levels from Froth.
Yeah, he does more than just damage, though, right?
Yeah.
Olin's turn, is it?
Not yet.
Well, if we're we don't know exactly what enemy it is, but the images look like a white to me, but maybe Koana will recognize what it is when he gets up there.
As you see Froth get clawed by this thing, you see Froth look weaker almost instantly.
I give Tom Bombadil a call.
As he claws at him again,
Again,
he misses.
hit himself and killed himself.
Tom Bombadil is here.
There's Tom Bombadil in the background. You hear him.
I hear him singing. That's my favorite chapter in that book, man. The Barrow White chapter is so cool.
Because it's
It is
not
good.
in any of the films.
Yeah.
Oh, how do we do this? Jeez. Froth is kind of...
Con.
not in a good place. Froth has essentially become a level 0.
Oh shit!
Doesn't that mean he's dead?
No, because 0 level characters are peasants, etc.
I'm thinking of the way that Mike runs it, which is to drop the Constitution with each hit, but this is
It's not how it works in this system. You know, these
No.
things are deadly.
No, I know
I did-
I know how level drain works. It's just what I'm saying is it's hard to automate, or not automate it, but run it in the VTT. It's
Well,
much
essentially what happens
You know,
is that he gets basically what his hit points will drop to what a
Yeah.
0 level hit points would be.
Yeah.
And so that would mean
Manually,
that
though.
his...
Here. Mhm.
So I'm just going to run it this way. There we go.
He took
It's easier for players because we could just deduct a level from you.
Exactly. That was what I meant. It probably wasn't clear. It's hard to run it, you know, for NPCs. Level drain
All
is
right.
hard to simulate.
Thodan.
So I don't know what I'm fighting. Is there? Will turn undead work on this thing?
It is undead. You do ascertain that for sure. Whether or not it'll work is something that you're going to just have to try.
All right, I've selected him. Then I just push the
You
turn
ran-
undead button. Yeah.
Oh, why isn't turn undead happening? Absolutely no effect whatsoever.
Well, it's a good thing we're trapped in here with it.
Great.
Is it dim? Would you consider this dim light in here? Will fairy fire grant us any advantage?
I would consider this dim light.
Okay. I'm gonna move up.
But you're throwing your spear.
Yep. I'm just asking for next round. So I'm gonna move up right there. Because I want to give us every possible advantage that we can get. The only thing I can do is none of my spells are going to have any effect against this, so I'm just going to check this, my disposable sphere. Why?
Oh, you missed yourself and you missed the creature.
There you go.
Froth.
Is Froth even up? He's like a bloody mess right now.
He is up. He is very weakened.
Battle axe. I had him targeted. Why didn't
It actually deselected.
it
I
hit?
like how the level 0 can actually do more damage than me. It actually hit the target.
It deselected again.
And wait.
It resisted though. Fuck.
Oh my.
Froth nails him, pissed off. Just plain hit, which would have cleaved any creature. Does nothing to this
That's
abomination.
rather disheartening.
Turlock. That will put you up.
I guess I'm going to swing my bastard sword, but I don't know if it's going to do anything even if I hit.
You nail him with your
Yeah.
bastard sword.
God damn it. We're toast.
Glowing.
This thing's resisting our attacks.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Can I roll an intelligence check to kind of figure out what I think's going on?
Sure.
Thank you.
Because you're clearly seeing that these two are whacked him. I mean, soundly, but he doesn't seem phased by it. And the only thought in your mind is normal weapons aren't going to do anything to this thing.
And I yell out to the others, hit him with magic. Magic weapons, spells. Our normal weapons are useless against this monstrosity.
Got it covered.
Did that take my turn, or am I able to... Well, I said I was going to use my sling. I'm going to forego my action.
I'm going to allow you it. I'll allow you the sling.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything. So I'm just going
But
to
I mean,
pull...
you're taking in what was happening, and as you're witnessing it and what you've seen, and you just shout out what you saw in your interpretation, that's not going to interfere with your ability to make the attack.
Okay, so I'll pull out my sword, and if I can attack with my sword, I will. If not, I will...
Cannot attack with your sword because your
That's
sling is
yeah.
ready. So your action is going to then be to draw your sword instead. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Yep. Lyric.
Okay, so I was going to use my
Short bow is what you're queued
short
for.
bow, but
Now,
upon
don't
hearing,
forget to look in your inventory.
You have a +1 arrow, babe.
I know I see it, but it's not
You
going
got
to
a
help.
6-pack
Yeah,
of
it
them.
will. Yeah, it will.
Why?
It may or may not. You should just try.
All right.
Only magic gonna hurt it, so just try it. A 6-pack.
I missed.
And
Delay.
delay your turn.
Actually, is she at the end? No, she's not at the end of the round.
Actually, you were last in the initiative, so
Yeah.
go ahead and take your second shot.
Huh.
Is that a 1? Gary in here.
All right, let's get those. What are we doing? And dice rollings.
I'm gonna move into melee with
Since my
magic
bastard
here.
sword didn't work, I'm going to try my horseman's mace.
I'm going to run around behind him and hit him with my mace. It's at least magical.
Yep.
Okay.
Melee.
Okay. Toss initiatives on those. Quana. Turlock.
I will try and skirt round him with my short sword and backstab him, but if I can't get a backstab in, I'll just go with a normal attack.
Okay.
I would say leave a gap so that the bard can try to hit it with range. We need to every little bit we can do.
All right. Well, Turlock, that puts you up at the top of the charts. Yeah.
I got him targeted and swing away.
You nail him.
Do I do any damage?
Unaffects him, though. It's as if
I would have done 16 hit points of damage to this fucker, but and I get another attack, so I will delay.
Very good.
That's a magic mace.
No,
As he claws at Froth, dropping him to the ground.
there goes our last hireling.
Uncle Olin.
Uncle Olin will try to kind of get behind him like that and try a backstab.
He's aware of your presence, so I'm going to rule that a backstab is not going to be possible.
Okay, do
I
I
will give
get
you
a plus?
the bonus, though, for the attack.
Yeah, the +2, yep.
Yes, I will give you that.
Thank you, sir.
Flat-footed because he's on the rear. Can he at least get that too? No dex to the AC.
He doesn't have an AC bonus to his dex.
All right.
And you hit.
He's a small or medium creature.
Yes. Slicing into him.
Now,
You see-
Is that a magical sword?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a +1 short sword.
And actually, that short sword emits light.
Something I don't have. I don't have a magical weapon.
Froth is no longer with
You have
us.
magical plate armor.
I have magical plate and I have a magical shield.
Thodan.
Shield bash him for 1 hit point.
There you go.
Yeah.
Improvised weapon.
Everything.
Shield bash would be an attack. Thodan charges in with his back to the white in order to distract him, to make him think that he is of no harm or consequence.
How do I move myself so I'm facing the right way?
Shift. Hold shift and mouse wheel while you hover over your character.
I'm just my whole screen's moving.
You have to have your mouse over your character, over the token.
Am I the right way now?
You definitely are.
All right. No, I want to at least attack him backwards.
You will get a +1 for flanking on him.
Oh.
So that actually makes it a 12.
Why do I have a -1 when I have a +1 mace?
I would guess that you're probably encumbered. Like, extremely encumbered.
Yeah. I forgot to drop my back.
In fact, they loaded you up. You're not even wearing your backpack and you're encumbered. What the hell?
Yeah, what'd you all do to me now?
They gave you a suit of plate mail. That's right. There. We're going to say that you dropped the sack. Because
Thanks, boss. I should have looked to see what my guy was carrying.
so that's a 13. Okay, just roll this again so I get what the actual bonus is, and click the +1 as well, so I can get an idea for what this actual score would be. So you're getting a +2, and did you put the +1 modifier on it as well?
Yeah, I did.
So you would have hit a 15, and a 15 on him would be I think it's a hit on a 15.
I'll take it.
I'm looking. Yes, a fifth. No, that's his Thaco. His armor class is a fuck. Your Thaco is at your level. Yes, you hit.
All right.
Nailing him.
Woohoo!
Kawana, you see the success of your party members pounding this guy.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach into my bag and I'm going to hand Lyric my scroll of cure light wounds. Yeah, then I will get within. I'll come over to you.
So to go through your bag to get that, I'm going to call that's going to take up most of your turn. You're not going to get the attack in.
All right.
But you did not declare that that's what you were going to do, so I'm going to have to hold you that you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to go in and make the attack.
Okay. Can't change my mind about not wanting to attack. All right. So
If you don't want to attack, you can. If you're going to just stand, yeah, I'll give it to you.
No. I'll just go in and attack. It's cool. Yeah. So wherever I can get in, where I fit in. So that's probably going to be like what, right here?
Yep.
Yeah. So which way is he facing?
He's facing Turlock, so you would get a flank on him as well.
Okay.
So that's a +1.
Mm-hmm. This is my magic spear, so 1 second.
And you nail him.
Is it a large? No, it's not a large. Is it?
No.
Do I recognize
Medium.
this? Anything I've seen before?
Damn.
Do I recognize this undead as anything I've seen before?
It is not anything that you've seen before.
Okay.
And we don't want to see it again.
Yeah, I'll end my turn on that.
Lyric.
Sorry, guys. I'm kind of half dead tonight. Sorry. I apologize to everybody. I'm just not running on all 8 cylinders.
Are you planning on shooting an arrow?
Well, I was, but no, I don't think I want to shoot into melee like this.
Okay.
So I think instead I will just run up here and
On top of Frath's body?
well, here. I don't know. Can I
Okay.
get behind him?
Right
Yeah.
there.
And yeah, let Quana hand me your scroll.
Will do.
And
I have to dig through my bag. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that.
So
I don't have anything.
GM meta here, real quick. Kawana, you can just drop your bag, and Lyric can take the turn to go through your bag.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop it and kick it to her over Froth. So I'm going to kind of toss it over Froth's body.
Okay,
And that will not be an action. Dropping your bag is free.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
But that puts Turlock up.
My bastard sword doesn't work. My mace doesn't work.
Can Turlock grab the spear out of my hand? Turlock, grab the sword out of the halfling's
Can I bash
hand.
him with my shield?
You may.
Yeah.
What do I roll for that?
D20 plus 1. Oh, fuck. I'm forgetting how improvised weapons work.
I doubt if I did it.
You miss. Or do not connect.
I think they're the same as a weapon that you don't have proficiency in, so they have the same malice.
Okay.
But wouldn't that the negative? Wouldn't the penalties to that be different based on class? Because the different archetypes have different
Thacos.
not. Yeah, well, not just thacos, but different penalties for non-proficient, right? Like wizards have like a -4 for non-proficient. Fighters got like a what, -2? So I don't know. That's my point. Is there's different penalty for the different archetype,
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
but it's an interesting question. I'm gonna have to look that up.
I like how when I try to search the reference manual for improvised, there is only thieves skill explanations.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, sometimes for the most part, the search worked pretty good in there.
I know, but this time it's not. Regardless, 11's not going to hit.
So
that
it's like
would
a
be a miss.
thaco. I guess the guess is it's kind of a thaco, a straight thaco die 20 roll from your thaco box, but at the weapon penalty for non.
So now it's a new round.
Yeah, same thing. I'm gonna definitely try to hit him with the magic. I almost feel like Cannon Turlock with spear. See,
Oh, let's see. What do I do
They're
for
just
the
a flat. Just a
flat?
flat because you're going to rifle through the bag to try and find what you're looking for.
It's a nice initiative. You guys want to turn on more gems?
Not just yet.
Uncle Olin?
Yeah, I'll continue to stab this dude in the back.
It was
If
my
that's okay
idea,
with
by the
you.
way.
Please.
Oh no!
Well, nothing happened.
Well, you got that out of the way.
Fumbles.
Oh my god.
So roll that
Did you hear
initiative
that?
instead.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
You fumbled your initiative. That means you lose your entire turn.
Ah, nice.
Okay. That puts up the top.
You lost your turn, Owen.
Lyric. You rifle through the bag. Find what you're looking for. Which will
Okay,
be what? What are you looking
say
for in the bag?
for a
She wants to get the cure light wounds out of there and cast it on this undead. So effectively hurting it.
now Spencer has that
Yeah, I actually
all
have it, so
coded,
I
so
can.
I think maybe he can just do it for me because I don't.
Yeah, well, can she do that? It's arcane, right? See, I'm not thinking clearly, man. So it's arcane magic, so I don't think she should be able to use it, right?
This is divine magic.
That's what I mean. It's divine. I don't think she'll be able to use that at all, right?
So many different editions. And so many different rules. And I thought in 2E that scrolls.
Oh yeah, I think she might actually be able to. That's what. Yeah, it's interesting. Like for some reason that's in my head.
I get it confused in that in this system, is it that you have to be able to cast the spell or not necessarily cast it, but it has to be in your school in order for you to use the scroll.
Hmm. The bards have like
I get
negative-
Hackmaster and Castles and Crusades and this one and 5e.
Yeah. Oh, we can look it up later, and you could just, rule on it. But I guess what I was thinking was the bard's innate ability to like figure out and use magic items and magic in general is what I was thinking.
It's a divine. It's a divine.
Divine, yeah.
I mean, a bard can use divine. Is a divine spellcaster, right?
Yeah. Divine. AD&D. I don't give a shit.
All right, so the way that it is, first off, you have to be able to read it.
Okay.
Okay. I should be able to read it.
Wait, no. With this being a divine scroll, if it was a wizard spell, you would have to use read magic on it first. You do not have to do anything. You can use this.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Nice.
So what I'll do is I'm just gonna cast it for her because she doesn't have it on her sheet.
He has it all coded.
Yeah.
But
So
Lyric is casting this.
and then this is actually going to the scroll was cure light wounds and hold, and this is going to use up the last remaining
The
effect.
scroll will disintegrate on this,
Yeah, it's
on the
good.
usage of it.
Yep.
But you can't do that yet because she no, not yet. Next round.
Okay. Next round. All right.
Well, that's
Getting
good.
ahead of us here.
Roll. Okay.
So yeah, it's good that this one didn't count for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Seriously.
say so. Jesus Christ.
That would have been anticlimactic there, pretty
Like a
hardcore.
5-minute conversation to do 1 damage.
Do 1 damage.
Shield damage. Shield bash.
Turlock.
Boom.
Shield bash him again. What was it again?
Just hold on 1 second. Let me look at your character sheet.
The -2.
Yeah, it's a -2. So click the -2. Wait. Damn it. I want to see if there's a weapon on your actions tab that we could just go by. Okay, so attack him with using the horseman's mace and just click -2 on the modifiers tab. So that'll count for it being a +1. And it's a miss.
Oh, for the magic. I see what you're trying to do there. Clever.
Correct.
Get around that
Uncle Owen.
coding or shit.
Yes. We have to get creative here sometimes.
We always do. Yeah.
But, that's in the spirit of old school D&D. At least we're not doing all the calculations on a piece of paper.
Yeah, and there's something to be said for it too, because in the 5e they got 50 million extensions and all this automation, and frankly, it's kind of a crumbling edifice. Sometimes it's better.
Let's let Uncle Owen make his attack now. You'll still get the +2 because you're behind him. He has not turned yet.
Cool.
Sadly, he misses.
Don't you do 2 attacks, Olin? I'm just curious. Don't you have like an offhand and a main hand and offhand?
Yeah, sure. But I know that I know that my offhand is not going to actually do any damage, so I'm not bothering.
Got you.
Thanks.
Probably better
With
for you
that-
too. You don't get the penalties, you know. To hit.
1, 2, 3, 4. This will be easy. Daddy turns at Kawana.
Does color spray with like and stuff work against undead? I know charm doesn't, but
I doubt
Swinging
it.
at Kawana. Oh, fuck.
yeah, I'm wondering if it does. I'm curious about that.
Oh man.
I
Oh, was
do
that
doubt it,
Kawana?
though.
That was the undead on Kawana.
Kawana, you are nailed by this, and you feel yourself weaken.
Good, and roll damage. See, they got a nice. What does it say?
It says exhaustion. I'm not really sure why exhaustion applies to this, because
Well, it
it's
kinda does.
it's
Kinda does.
it's an energy drain.
Yeah, you're drained. You know.
Uh, and that drops you down 1 level.
Okay.
Oh, gads. How do you remove a level on this?
I don't
Oh,
know. That's why I was
fuck's
saying
sake.
that's what Mike does. He drops the con by 2 until you get restoration, because it's just too difficult to emulate. I was talking to him about it the other day, the level drain and what a pain in the ass it is. And it's just, you can't, unless you're doing all manual bookkeeping, you're not going to be able to figure it out, especially not going to be able to figure it out quickly on the fly.
Well, dropping the Constitution isn't.
I
You're
can't
gonna
remember
lose what your hit points were from that last.
Right.
So, dude, what the fuck?
But if it's a level drain in Fantasy Grounds, you probably have to rebuild the character, from
Actually,
level 1 up.
no. Actually, you don't. You can go back in the log, and I can backtrack him to level 3.
Yeah, do we really want
But
to?
I am not going to go through all of that at this exact moment because I want to build another character sheet for this to experiment with it. So I'm just going to make a note first off on your character sheet itself.
It might
this
be a
is-
moot
this
point.
is
Why don't you roll
brutally-
damage? See if I get dropped below -10.
Oh, for the 1d4?
Oh, I don't know how much damage you would
He
do. I just know
he
that
hits
got a
you.
Crit.
Oh, 4. You're going to get 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, you're not getting dropped below -10.
Okay.
You took 4 points of damage. But your hit points from last round were you gained 5 hit points, and your Constitution gives you 1, so you're going to be max of 25.
Sounds good.
Hit points base, so okay, to 22. And because of con, I'll take it down to 25. So remember, is there something I can put here? Senses.
There you go. That's fair.
What is your deco change? I'm not even going to worry about that. Fuck this. This is way too much. All right. But in the sake of keeping the game moving and not detracting on all this craziness. That ends the White's turn and puts Thodan up.
Yeah, it's very hard to emulate that. There's no easy way to do it.
+1 still.
Yes, +1
Yeah.
still. Don't even need it. Damn.
Smack that guy.
Yeah, you nail him. Pieces of undead flesh flash across. Kawana.
Yeah, I'll swing at him again in retaliation for what just happened to me.
Where is what I'm looking for? Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Pissed
So,
off Kawana, just like,
I'm,
motherfucker.
yeah, I'm very angry at that, and I stuck
How
that
does he get that back?
neck right through its face. That's where the spear went, and then I kicked the body away back in this direction, pulling its head out of the spear effectively and with the kick.
Oh.
And then I kind of like braced myself afterwards. Like you can see that I kind of feel like shit, but the adrenaline from being hit, allowed me to pull that off, but I'm definitely not looking so great. I kind of wobble a little bit. Look like I'm nauseated.
Indeed, you do. You don't feel well.
Did he pop back up after we killed him there?
No, he did not pop back up. Do you want him to?
no.
Hold on to that scroll. In fact, go here.
I'm just hoping there's some really nice magical items in his coffin.
Like a +2
Worry,
bastard sword.
there won't be.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There won't be, but I can live in hope.
What's this potion of restoration? Oh, it's amazing, convenient. Potion of greater restoration. Go ahead and grab that.
Where the
All right. Well,
fuck did
when
that
you want to
go?
use it, I'll hand it to you. I just wanted you to have a scroll.
I feel absolutely wasted this evening. I wasn't able to hit anything.
Yeah, I got it back. So we did not burn the Cure Light Wounds scroll up.
No, you did not.
Okay.
Lyric just puts it back in Kwana's pack and kicks it back over to him.
So I just had to step away from the PC there. Sorry, my cats were going crazy.
We understand.
They are.
So
crazy.
what are you all doing now that this abomination lays lifeless, literally not moving upon the ground?
Did we hear a click or anything? Any noise when it dropped? It's like,
When it
seriously?
died?
Yeah.
Nothing that was out of the ordinary aside from him, his body, its lifeless body falling upon the ground after you kick it away from you.
I think we check his coffin for the loot that we richly deserve.
I'm gonna go check the door
Search his-
while he does that.
Search
See
his
if it's
body.
open.
Was he using a weapon?
No. Claws. His claws were his weapon. So, Uncle Owen, you're going up to search the coffin.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and I'm gonna.
Inside, you see that it looks empty with a wooden bottom.
Oh, well, that sounds like a false floor, so I'll check that out.
Give me a... What skill would we want there? Toss me a find traps.
Just so it's announced, I am as quick as possible going to the door and checking it.
Yeah, I caught that.
Okay.
I caught that. I'll get to you. So you definitely ascertain that this is a false bottom, and you find a way that you're able to lift up this false bottom.
Excellent.
As you are doing this investigation, Kawana heads to the door. Kawana,
Mm-hmm.
describe your actions, what you're doing.
I'm walking down to the hall and checking the door, and that's pretty much all there is to it. I'm gonna try to see if it's open, and if it is, I'm going to definitely step out and try to hold the door open.
You are unable to open the door.
Okay. And I'm gonna yell back. The door is still locked. I don't think we're gonna be able to bash it open.
Dodan, Lyric, and Turlock, what are you all doing?
I think we should. I'll search the dead guy. And I'm
Lyric is also searching the dead guy, and there is nothing
Olin searching
on
the
him.
sarcophagus.
Correct. Olin has found a secret panel and has found a way to open it.
Well, hopefully that opens the door.
I have a feeling that the way to open the door is one of the gems on the wall, but I don't want to fuck with that thing again after what just happened.
Yeah, a white steps out of each sarcophagus.
Uncle Olin, you have discovered a secret panel and figured out how to lift it up.
Okay, I will
So,
do
cool.
that. Checking for traps.
Give me a check for traps.
No, we'll get out
Thank you, sir.
one way or the other.
Well, you failed miserably, but no traps go off. You fucking rolled 100. Underneath this panel, you see that there is a sword, a scroll, and a helmet, and a dagger,
Oh, nice.
a silver dagger.
I will pocket the silver dagger. What kind of sword is it?
It is a long sword.
I will show the scroll, the helmet, and the longsword to the others and say, "Hey, what do you make of these?"
The long sword has a glow to it.
I'd like to pick it up if I see it.
Yeah,
Is it a
I'll
short
hand
sword
it
or a long
to.
sword?
It's long.
I'm going to toss this into the inventory portion of the party sheet.
Anyone mind if I take the silver dagger?
Nope.
That's perfectly fine.
Obviously, if we meet another white and someone needs silver to attack it, they're more than welcome to borrow it.
Yeah, Lyric needs a magic item, and so does Andy. So I would say whoever doesn't have a magic item should go to them for sure. Now, as far as getting out of here, I
So-
think I don't have any other idea.
The silver dagger that you find, you definitely think it's pretty valuable because of the gems that are encrusted in the hilt or the pommel.
Nice. Not quite sure how I put it in my powers. Don't know whether it comes in as the weapon or not.
Your powers?
Sorry,
Your
my
actions?
weapon, action, stab, weapons, yeah. I guess I could just manually adjust it to say it's silver.
It looks more that it's decorative.
But silver's silver, right?
It is. So if you just equip it, it should just pop up in actions.
Ah, okay, that's probably what I forgot to do. Thanks.
And I just equipped it and it didn't show up in actions. Interesting. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that.
you got to drop it on there. Just drag the
I'm gonna
item
grab the longsword.
action tab.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a helmet and a scroll.
I'm assuming the longsword is magical, but we don't know if the helm is. Does anybody have detect magic?
The longsword actually has a faint glow to it. It emits light.
Obviously magical.
You do.
Yeah.
I have a detect magic, but it's been checked off.
Yeah, you guys, they used it to scan all the bodies when they pile them up with all the gear.
I do. Oh wait, I don't have it memorized though, right? See, right?
I can do it later for you.
Click on combat in the bottom.
In the meantime, I'll grab that unidentified item. I guess that's the helm.
Well, I can look at the scroll. Can I read it?
You're full magic, man. You got magic shield, magic sword, magic helmet, magic
It's
armor.
not a bastard sword though. My specialization's in bastard. It's a longsword,
Yeah.
which I know D&D. I know most swords are going to be longswords, but
Yeah. That's true. It's hard to find bastard swords. Not again right there.
Okay. As for the scroll,
Yeah, you don't have it memorized.
you are able to read it and identify it, Thodan, and it is a scroll of protection from undead.
Oh, okay.
Convenient in this place.
That would have been handy a little earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed, it would have.
Well, we may have another opportunity, unfortunately.
So who is taking the protection from undead scroll?
Well, it should be me or.
Anybody can use that scroll.
Oh,
By the
it
way,
doesn't
it's
matter to
not
me.
it's not an arcane scroll.
And give it to Lyric.
Take that. Yeah, why don't you take that?
Okay, thank you. Grab it.
You have some items.
Thank you.
In fact, what do you guys think about how we're gonna get out of here? There's zero clues on how to get out of here. So, I mean, it's a crapshoot. It's literally screw with the magical gems in the wall again, or try to brute force open the metal door, or search these coffins for something.
Yeah, I mean, we could try and chip away at the
How
door's
about this?
hinges or something like that.
Why don't you check the perimeter of the room for any concealed doors? We haven't done that.
Yeah,
I
let's all
tried to do it on
search.
I've tried to
Okay.
do that on the north wall and didn't find anything, but that, it's not.
Let's all check. Let's spend a good 10 minutes
Yeah,
doing this.
absolutely. Yep, I agree with you. I'm gonna all assist in that. Lyric, and this is Lyric's bard, so she should probably.
So kind of put yourself where you're looking.
I'm going to go around all the walls. Starting.
I'll be checking this southern one because I did the north before. So
So it takes 10 minutes to search a 10 by 10 area.
okay.
Wow. Okay. I'll start in the northeast and work in a clockwise
Each take our
direction.
own section.
Sorry, what was that though, Dan? I heard you,
I
Uncle
just think we
Olin.
should each take our own session.
So, like I said, move yourselves to wherever you're looking.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fine.
and then move around in a clockwork direction because it's easy to miss stuff.
Yep. If you need a roll, just let me know. I think the thieves should be able to do it because they're skilled with it. So
What are you looking for? So I'm going to start with Uncle Olin. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for discontinuities in the wall, whether it be bricks or stones, fine lines, symbols, indentations, and so forth. And I'll also look up and down. So, ceiling, particularly where it joins the wall, and the floor where it joins the floor of the wall.
All right, so let's get find traps in the tower for this first 10 by 10 square area. As you meticulously search. Are you including the sarcophagus that's in the area as well?
Oh, sure. If it's in the area,
Okay.
it gets checked.
Okay.
Sorry, I dropped that. That's not my role.
That's okay. You don't find anything.
Okay, cool.
So you guys can all successfully say that area has nothing, for sure. Anybody else?
yeah, is that me?
Let's go up with Kwana. Kwana, you're down there searching that 10 by 10 area.
Yeah, and it's the same thing that I did in the northern wall. What I'm looking for is anything that looks strange as far as where they built the wall and where the wall meets the floor. The angle looks off. Any type of seams or crease.
Give me an intelligence check in the tower. So, tell me again your focus area.
My focus area is the southern wall. So
Okay.
just the.
You don't notice anything indiscernible from the rest of the wall on the southern wall at all. It looks all the same.
Okay.
Much like the northern wall. Lyric.
Okay, I'm searching in this 10 by 10 area where I'm standing, looking for anything, any seams in the wall, anything out of the ordinary, maybe stone that's a different color, slightly different color than the rest. etc., etc.
Give me intelligence in the tower.
Maybe we can try to figure out the gems.
You don't notice anything either.
Or
Okay.
Turlock.
Oh, I'll come over to this blue gem and put my hand around over it or around it, or
Nothing happens. Thodan.
I'm going to search these two sarcophagus north of me and the walls, and use any of my innate abilities to notice anything different about the stone or anything that's
Toss
hitting
me a
me.
D6 in the tower.
Oh, you want intelligence from me?
I want a D6 in the tower.
That's brutal.
No, it's actually not. You're relying on an innate dwarven skill.
Yeah, I apologize. I can't. That was not it. I couldn't get to the tower.
maybe we should all put our hands on the gem at the same time. Separate gems in the room.
I think that worked, or no?
It did. So you essentially you see no inconsistencies in the wall. In fact, the stonework and the craftsmanship of how this was hewn out of solid stone here is quite remarkable. Something that would not be common for humans. Something that, from your experience, only fine dwarven craftsmanship could have accomplished, unless the humans of long ago have now lost that ancient art. Now give me an intelligence in the tower. So are you opening or sliding open the sarcophagi top?
How to answer that? I'm not.
Okay. So you don't find any distinction between any of the sarcophagi that you look at in the area. They all look almost exactly the same, aside from minor differences due to the craftsmanship of not being able to reproduce anything perfectly as well as the other.
Okay.
Or they weren't molded into their forms.
All
Do they
right.
get into the garage? In the mudroom?
I have no clue.
Dear.
There shouldn't have been any trash in the mudroom. Took it all out.
David?
Okay. So that goes back to Uncle Owen.
Okay, well, I will cycle round to the next 10 by 10 area. Keep looking.
In the effort to speed things up, you're going to do this around the whole room, yes?
Yeah.
So give me 3 fine remove traps in the tower.
Sorry, hand-eye coordination failed there. Let me try again. hope this is 3 rolls. I don't know quite the mechanics of the table.
That's fine. That's good. They show them to me individually. As you move on along down here, you don't find anything until you get down to here, and you notice something different on this knight sarcophagus. Almost imperceptible, but it looks like a place for one to place one's hands on either side of his elbow.
On the sarcophagus.
On the sarcophagus itself.
And had anyone else seen that before? Sorry, I kind of half caught they may have done.
No. Like I said, imperceptible almost to most, but through your careful examination of the area, you notice it.
Okay, I pointed out to the others, but say maybe we shouldn't be messing with another sarcophagus just yet, because that white caused us a lot of trouble. But this, this could be a way out. It could be a false coffin. Let's keep looking and keep this one as an option. What do you reckon, guys?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Yep. Gotta try something.
I don't think there's a secret door in here at all. So I'm gonna put when it's. Am I up right now? Sorry. I want to go around to each one of these gyms and emulate what I saw the bard doing earlier.
Yeah.
Trying to cause some type of reaction.
Well, last time the topic is open and someone died and.
Yeah, and Turlock just touched one and nothing happened, and then Lyric touched one before that and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Well,
And you go around and touch them all and nothing happens.
Yeah. We've done it 3 times.
Oh.
The only time that anything happened was the first time when the lights went out. The lid slid open and the door locked.
Okay.
So I have gone down. All right. Can somebody else? Can we all try to put our hands on them at the same time?
It's gonna be kind of hard for Uncle Olin to do that.
Okay. Well, all right. Can we at least a few of us try to put our hands on it at the same time? Would that be something that people would be willing to try?
Don't put your hands
We're
on
gonna be
me, please.
I won't put my hands on you.
We're going to be missing one of them.
Look, I may be small and cute, but we have some lines that we draw in this game. We're PG-13.
I got it.
Thank you, Owen.
Yeah, we need a disclaimer before this game. Well, yeah, I would like to try it in unison, but if no one else,
We could prop Froth's dead
going
body
to-
up and have put his hand on hand on one of them.
yeah, that's true.
But I bet it's not going to do anything.
So what are you guys all gonna do, guys and gal?
How big are the hand places? Would my little halfling hands be out of place, or do we need to get big?
It's almost as if it's for 3 fingers on each side. Then you could, yes.
That's odd.
Olin's going to show some leadership, step up, place 3 fingers on each thing, and say, "Guys, pray for me. Should I fall?"
As you place 6 fingers, 3 in each of the sides, the lid starts to move forward. It continues to move forward and then stops. As it stops, trying to do this all at once.
You see this creature.
You are disintegrated.
The entire room goes dark, and you hear the sound of a door opening.
There you go. Thank you. I was about to.
God.
I almost wanted to get killed.
Let's run for the door, shall we?
Run
Yeah,
it.
I'm beelining it for the
Hey,
door.
Uncle Owen, look in that coffin before you go.
Completely
So, considering that it's completely pitch black in here,
No,
you guys can't all run for the door.
Okay.
I can see them.
Except for Thodan and Lyric.
So
Okay.
it extinguished our lights, did it, including like the glowing sword and all that
Yeah,
good
Link
stuff?
Boy, get it lit up.
The glowing swords, you're correct. Those would stay lit, and the spear as well.
My
Yes.
spear.
Your spear lights up.
Yeah.
Once
And that's
again.
like 30-foot radius or something, isn't it? So we probably would have been okay.
No, it's not 30-foot radius. It's not that bright. Come on. So Turlock,
Sorry.
the longsword you have, would allow you to guide your way out as well.
Nice.
Why is there light in this hallway?
And is there a creature
You know,
full of
I
us?
wouldn't. I mean, now that we're all outside the door, you managed to pick it before. I wonder how it closed and locked again. Picked the lock, but somehow it's just magic. Just slammed shut and magically sealed itself. I'd like to go take a look at what's in that coffin, but fuck it.
I don't think we should fuck around in there anymore.
I'm gonna light up a torch. Or never mind, Link Boy's gonna handle that for me. You might be
Boys.
right, Laura. I don't think it can handle another stuck in the room trying to figure my way out.
You'd be all alone in there.
That was my idea to screw with the gem.
Link Boy lights up the lantern.
We can come back here later.
Oh, now he decides to be
Yeah.
useful.
I am going to
So
move up right here and see
So
what.
the room went into darkness and the party made its egress.
Let's shut the door behind it
Yeah.
for appearances.
You guys don't want to search the other coffins in there? Or you want to see what was
No.
inside that the coffin, that the sarcophagus that it was sliding open on?
Well, didn't you say a creature jumped out?
I did not.
I'll go in there and look at it. I'm gonna bring my torch. I'm gonna go look.
Bye, Kona.
Yep. I'm gonna go in there and look. Walking back in,
I'll try to keep the door open for
bringing
you.
the torch with me. Is the door closed? Sorry if I closed it or whatever I just did. So yeah, I'll make my way back. The lid is slid off. First, I'm going to peer inside, hold the light up to it, and then I am going to start rummaging around depending on what I find. Or what I see.
So Olin clearly got spooked.
Well, we all were locked in a room for 30 minutes and I got drained to level. And we almost got
I'll keep him
purged.
company.
Yeah, that's a huge risk
We
reward
lost
trade.
we lost a
Losing a level is a big thing, isn't it?
Yep.
You know, that's horrible.
Yep.
Facts. Torch.
We also
Koana.
lost a henchman.
There you go.
I can do it for you, Scoot. I should have turned
I already
it on.
got it.
Okay.
As you go, you see that the sarcophagus of the knight is slid halfway open, just enough to not teeter over. As you peer inside, it is completely empty. In fact, it looks as if it's never been occupied.
I'm going to stick my spear into the bottom and see if there's a false floor.
Solid stone.
It looks as though it's never been occupied.
Correct. None of the drapings that you would expect to be in a tomb that would hold someone of such prestige. No pillows, no bedding, no material whatsoever. Completely empty.
All right, I'm leaving. I'm out, back to the main hall.
Why don't you lie down in it and see what happens?
Be my guest. Be my guest.
You did want to get rid of Koana.
I'm out of ideas, man. I'm like I said, my brain isn't fully functioning tonight. So you want to lay down in the coffin? Be my guest.
No. I was just suggesting you might.
No, I'm good, man. I already lost an entire level of experience.
Yeah, you'll make it back quickly. Don't worry.
We'll have to rebuild this sheet. I'm not even sure I really want to after all the coding issues that we've had with it.
With the shaman?
Yeah. As far as redoing the sheet, I mean. I'll screw with it. I'll see what I can. You're gonna fuck with it too, but I'll see what I can do locally with it.
Ooh, I like this.
Level terrain is difficult to manage.
Should we close this door?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, my thinking is it's a 99.9% positive that everybody knows we're here by now, right? But still.
Yeah.
Close the doors behind us.
Hey guys, I hear something.
Where?
Sounds like from the west. I hear gliding, scampering footsteps coming down the hall from the west.
Oh,
Kind of sounds like those zombies that we fought earlier.
oh, yeah. Forgot about those guys. Okay, I'm gonna ready my spear and join Lyric side. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna ready the spear, but I grabbed the spear that I threw earlier that I chucked at the white. I'm gonna try to ready it, and as soon as I see something come around the corner, I'm gonna let that thing go. So I'm gonna just like, yeah.
So it's 11:20. I don't want to get into a combat if there is a combat.
Well,
That
yeah.
will end in the middle of a combat.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
So I
I-
think you should just give us all the magic items, all the experience. Let us level up.
Let's just
Then
save
we hit the
time.
combat.
Yeah,
And then you'll come back.
yeah. Awarding before we actually play the combat, you know? It's
Okay. Yeah.
it's a beautiful idea, I think. It's an honor system, right?
An honor system.
Yeah.
You're saying that you're going to win this combat and defeat these enemies if there are
Pretty sure
enemies
that
to
we're
fight.
gonna well, actually I don't want to speak.
Well, this is the most intense cave we've explored yet.
Yeah.
Well, let's see
So
here, Andy. What have we encountered? We've encountered a Medusa.
Yes.
We've encountered a horde of zombies. We've encountered 2 or 3. I can't. Was it 3? At least 2 search parties of EU's acolytes. So
Three.
cult members. a gelatinous cube, white. Am I missing something? Fire beetles?
We haven't
Or is
even
that
explored this place in its entirety.
I mean, we're still in the same like section.
Yeah, this place is busy, dude. There's a lot going on in this cave. They've got a full house here.
And we're out of spell,
Gygaxian
3 feet up.
style.
Yeah, it's Gygaxian for sure. I like it. Just wish I was more awake tonight, man.
So I think this might be a good place to call it.
Yeah, dude, I've been fading for the last 2 hours, so I apologize. But yeah, that
I'm
was
all out of
great.
Chianti, so I have to call it.
I'm
Yeah.
all out of
Well,
Chianti.
you
I'm
have a
so
magic
lost without
sword.
it.
You got a magic sword and a helmet. Who took the helmet?
I took the helmet as well, but I mean, it's either me or Thoden. If it's like something that Thoden can use, I don't mind partnering with it. But
Just don't have me carry it right now.
it's in
Oh
my
yeah, and
inventory.
you guys are moving really, really slow because Thodan has a movement speed of 2, I think, with all his gear on.
Jesus.
Hmm.
What? Yeah, you need to get rid of some gear, dude. That's like.
Well,
Oh,
Uncle Owen picked up the. Owen had Thodan pick up the. Yeah, his movement base is 1 with all his gear that he's carrying.
10,
You guys are
Sorry.
moving like 10 feet.
10 feet a minute.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't intend that. I apologize if I.
You guys are like
Erroneously
just dragging
did
along.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
I
well,
got
let's
plate,
do some.
shield, multiple weapons. My move's 12.
Yeah, let's adjust the weight distribution here among the party so we're moving at a sane pace and not 10 feet per minute. That might be a good idea. I mean, even with my limited resources right now, I can still figure that one out.
Like a snail.
The second thing is my movement rate is reduced by 50%. Is that effect
Snail
still
might
into
move
play?
faster.
Because I don't think it is. So I adjusted my movement.
No, you were
rate to
healed up
50%.
to 100%. I think
Yeah.
I actually, when I was trying to drop the torch on you, I dropped the wrong thing on you.
No, it's still there. My movement reduced by 50%. There we go. It's gone now. But remember, I did it manually in my movement. I just made a -8 modifier because it was from a critical, or it was from a fumble effect.
It was, but you
there's
have
no way
been
to
healed to
apply it.
100% since then.
Cool. Yeah, that's all I was asking. All right. Yeah, dude, we can call it. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if we encountered any other creature. But did I say the gelatinous cube?
Yeah,
I
we
did
got
say.
And
Okay.
skeletons.
Did I kill the gelatinous? No, I killed the white and the Medusa. I forgot about the skeletons. I didn't mention the skeletons. That
And
must have
you
been that night.
killed a
that we
torturer.
met.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, this place is. We're gonna hang out in here for a while.
We find
Anyone
some
wanna
place to
go-
rest.
Well,
Well, you had the place to rest that you
That's what I'm
guys left it.
yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Y'all were sealed in there.
I know, but you can't.
I'd rather
blame
get
us.
out of there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't blame us for getting trapped in there like again, and there's a bunch of other opportunity
Magical
coffins in there. That,
There's no way
rooms,
we could
magical
rest in a place
door.
where we thought was our sealed tomb.
okay.
The
I'm more
walls are
scared.
closing in on you.
I'm more scared of getting trapped in there again, man. That was horrifying. That was worse than the white.
So for some reason, I've got some chainmail in a sack.
Yes,
I'm
you
just-
took some chainmail
Yeah, I
with you as
remember
well.
when you did that. I remember when you did that. I was like, "Why are you taking it?" Yeah, I remember that. I
I'm gonna
remember
dip.
you doing that.
I'm gonna
Don't
ditch
you?
Oh
Like,
my
what?
god! I remember when he did that, and I was thinking, like, "What the fuck did he take
Same.
chainmail in the sack?" That's awesome.
That cut my movement in half. I don't know why I
That's
did it.
very thievish, and It actually, dude, it's actually it's good role play.
RP wise, it was good.
Yeah,
I was
very,
like, dude.
It's hilarious.
very halfling-ish. Like I'm gonna just take everything that's not nailed down and work something. I can sell this. I can
Yep.
sell this.
But having been
That's-
chased by zombies, whites, and a few other things,
Oh.
I realised
Dude.
that I'm going to
Yeah.
die if I continue to haul it, so I'm ditching it.
So, all right, and then speaking of which, Scoot, you can probably see it in the party. I don't know if you have it set up. So, can we see the party inventory and party sheet? Do you have
Yes.
that on or off?
You can see the
You have it
you
off?
can see the inventory. If there's things in there, you can't see each other's inventories.
That's what I'm asking.
No,
like
you
the
cannot see each
full-
other's inventories.
Well, you can turn that on, but like my point is that
I actually don't
which I
want
don't
to
like
turn
it
that
on.
on.
Yeah, no,
because
no,
some people
I
might
don't do
be
it either.
not wanting others to see
Yeah,
what they have.
I agree.
We have a thief in the group, and I respect the thief's privacy.
I agree 100%. The only reason why I was bringing it up is because I want to discuss weight distribution and actually divide the items up so that we can move at a reasonable
And
pace.
my suggestion, so hold on, bear with me for 1 second. My suggestion on that is to role play that,
Okay.
because this is a role playing game.
And
Yeah.
just,
I'm not
just
talking
for
about moving
information,
things around. I'm just talking about who's carrying the most, and I can just,
And role play
say
that.
that.
That's
Well,
how
Lyric
you.
says, Lyric
Olin
says,
is
Olin,
little-
drop some of your shit. You're slowing us down.
Okay.
Well,
Olin
you'll all
is a little
definitely
over-
notice. Go ahead.
Olin is a little overweight, nimble on his feet, but a little overweight, and a bit self-conscious about it. So,
I see.
he's a little bit sensitive about weight distribution, shall we say?
Okay, so that's a poor choice of words. Thodan, your movement was 1?
So you all noticed, like, definitely, Thodan was like, you guys are trying to move ahead, and Thodan's just like lumbering along.
What is he
behind
carrying?
you.
Thodan, what do you got on you, buddy? I
I've
look
got
at
this
Thodan.
wonderful sack of plate mail.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. You're carrying a sack of plate mail? That's even worse than the sack of chain mail. What the?
Yeah.
It's worth a lot of money,
Hoarders.
though.
We have some hoarders.
It's a loot. We have a hoarder, man. We have loot hoarders, but it's okay because I understand this plate is expensive. Maybe we should go dump some of that off. If you guys are hell bent on keeping it, we could make our way back to the keep, but I don't know.
I can't take any more.
Let's discuss it.
I did have
We
a
need to
couple
have
of things
talk.
that were odd. I had my, I was somehow carrying my saddle pack. That's on my,
Okay, yeah.
that was on the mule.
Oh.
So I
Yeah.
fixed that. It's on the mule. I left it on the mule.
Yeah, you just equipped it by accident in your inventory. That's, I've done that.
So my load now is light.
So you
you're
dropped
good.
the plate mail, I see.
I put the plate mail in the
Okay,
inventory.
well, that's why it's light.
and I unequipped the saddle.
You had the saddle equipped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
the
should
saddle was equipped.
but
Are
the
you
plate,
carrying
if
your
you
saddle
horse
bag.
too?
So I needed to actually, I'm going to mess with your sheet over the next week, and I'm going
We
to
need
put
to
the
have the
mule
internet.
I'm going to put the mule into your journal, or not your journal, onto one. It's notes maybe. I have
Yeah.
cohorts and companions on here, and I'm going to create a mule there that you can then put inventory on and load him
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
should all
that's
have
what
a
I
mule.
did. Yeah,
Yeah, I have a pony
what
and a
I
mule, and I'm unfortunately some of the things have gotten activated on my character, but I think I got a bunch of them off now.
Well, at least you weren't carrying the mule.
Yeah,
Dang.
that's true. I was not
And,
carrying the mule.
I'm always messing with the sheet and trying to clean things up and check it. I get all obsessive about that, but I've done that too. Like equipped the pack mule or
I'm
the
okay.
satchel.
I'm okay now. It was just those two things.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So you're at light. So you drop the plate and you're at light.
Yeah, I dropped the plate and I unequipped
Yeah.
the saddlebags.
As you should. Yeah. But with the plate, how much does that weigh?
50 pounds.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's 50 pounds.
Oh wow. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm at
Well, that should help.
normal. I'm at normal. I'm supposed to fight light. I think I even get penalties if I'm over normal encumbrance. I think I actually am a light fighter.
And what about all froth stuff? Where'd that go?
It's laying in a pile in that
dead.
He
room.
didn't have
He
anything,
didn't have any
anything of interest. It was all mundane
Okay.
equipment. Might as well
We
leave
gave him
it
a-
with him. A
You know what
warrior
just
with his
occurred to me?
weapons, slain in
You know what just
combat.
you know what just occurred to me? We should have at least put Froth in the tomb.
Oh no! Yes.
We should have put him in the tomb, dude.
Go back.
I feel kind of bad that we just left him on the floor in there. You know what I mean?
I know.
I
He's
forgot
in
that
good
we
company.
I
Or
I
maybe
forgot
not
that we
good
had
company, but he's in company of some sort.
yeah,
He's in martial company.
he's gonna come back a white. He's gonna replace the white that we just killed.
Oh,
Did he
shit.
get hit? Wait, when they're killed, wait a minute. When meta and this is meta again. I meta sometimes, but I won't do it as my character. But I'm just asking from technical standpoint. It doesn't when a white kills somebody, don't they have a chance to come back as a white? Or is that shadow? It's one of the undead. I know it's one of the undead, but I
I
believe
think it's a wraith.
Wraith
Wraith.
for sure. I
Wraith.
know for sure it's Wraith. I know for sure Wraith, but I thought White actually has that too. Anyway,
I just say we don't go back to that
it would be
room.
interesting. Let's shut the door behind us though, at least for
did.
now. Okay, good. Lear,
I
shut the door.
closed it.
All right, good. All right, guys, I gotta hit it, man. I'm falling asleep.
Yeah. I got
Damn.
another
But
day of
metagaming wise, yes, you are correct, Spencer.
I am. Yeah, you're coming back.
You did
Yeah,
well given
we
the
got
circumstances.
Wrath
Oh my
White.
god.
But the
All right,
key,
guys.
the key thing to it is that they're under the control of the white that slayed
The one
them.
that killed him. Yeah, so he's an aimless white at that point.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. That's what I thought. It's like the one that killed them, they have a chance to come back. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
All right, guys. Well, that was
Thank
great.
you,
That was a
Scoot.
great
Thank
game. Thank you
everybody.
so much. Let's we'll post.
Thank you all for not dying.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let me know what you need me to do, Scoot, with the character, like for the drain or whatever.
Yeah, I want to play around with it. So I'm
Yeah,
going
it's
to
a pain in
duplicate
the
your
ass.
character and mess with it to see what I can do.
Yeah,
Because level drain is a thing in 2E, and I love level drain.
No, totally. Like I got in a discussion with Mike about this because I was like, how do you handle that? Because it's a complicated thing, right? You're like rolling back a bunch of things that could have changed from saving throws to base hit points, everything, right? So how
Well,
do
you do have the rollback capability with the
but it's
level up
not-
logs, and I've
Yeah.
had great experience with it fixing characters in this game.
Okay. So I
But
just remember him telling me that
you always make a backup of the character.
Yeah, I just remember him telling me that use at your own risk. It's buggy, and that's why I don't like screwing with it. One thing you could do is each time you level up, you could just create a backup.
Just create
right?
a backup character for each of them before you level
Right.
up. Yeah.
Then you're still gonna have to manually drop in items that have changed and adjust shit. But at least you would have like the
Yep.
base, right, with the base numbers. So
I'm
maybe
gonna sign
we'll
off,
do that
guys.
coming on.
Okay,
Yeah,
Matt.
all right,
Thank you
Matt.
for joining.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing.
Yeah,
dude.
I gotta
Good
get
night,
up in the
everyone.
morning and do anti-obesity and diabetic medications.
Ouch.
Awesome.
That's
Awesome.
Thank
my
you, Andy.
bread and butter.
On
This year,
that happy note.
it's like Wegovy. This is the year of Wegovy, if you're familiar with that medication.